Hey guys. First off, I want to apologize for the kind of horrific lighting. I'm in my living room and all of the blinds are open and I have lamps on, but it's really gloomy outside, like it's raining and stuff. So there's not much natural light coming into the room at the moment, and I'm sorry. But anyway, that's beside the point. This is kind of a random video. I want to talk about Booktube and pressure. I love the Booktube community. I love that I finally, found out what Booktube was about a year ago. I love that I ended up having the courage to, make a channel and everything and do videos. And, I love, meeting people and being able to talk to you guys about books, about what I'm reading, about what you guys are reading, all of that. But there are two things that have happened since I became part of Booktube that I don't necessarily like, and I wanted to talk about that. The giant dent in my wallet. Since I discovered Booktube, I have bought so many more books than I ever would have had I not discovered Booktube. And that's great. I love having all of these books. I love discovering all of these books that I didn't know about, that I found out were awesome. That's fantastic. But unfortunately, it has just, my wallet is what is it, like a reverse black hole or whatever, where it's just, the money is going out. It's like I've turned my wallet upside down and the bills are just falling out, and going to books. So, yeah, that's not very good. So, I'm currently on a sort of book buying ban. I do have 3 books coming in the mail, but that was when I had money. So yeah, so being on a book buying ban, that's fine. But anyway, the second thing, that I don't mind so much, but the second thing I do mind, and it's a completely subconscious thing. It's not, it has nothing to do really with you guys or anything. It's just me. And that is, ever since I discovered Booktube, I have had this inner feeling of major pressure to read so much more than I used to have deadlines for reading, all this stuff. It kind of makes me feel like I'm back in school and I'm being assigned a book and I have to read it by a certain time. And I really, 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 really don't like that. So, I've decided 2 things about my channel. I keep demonstrating these numbers, whatever. And that is, I think I'm going to stop doing, TBRs, and just whatever I happen to pick up that month, great. So I'm still going to be doing wrap-ups, but I'm going to avoid TBRs, for the near future, and then if I start to miss them, or if I start feeling unorganized and want to start them back up again, I will. And the second thing is that after this batch of books that I have from the library, I'm only going to be reading books that I own, and I'm not going to be, and this isn't going to be forever. For example, there's several books that I would like to get from the library maybe at the beginning of next year or something. But I'm just going to try this for a little bit because the pressure thing also applies with the library books. Since I feel like if I have 3 weeks to read a book, I don't like having a deadline, because usually if I check a book out from the library, or if I check several books out from the library, it's like a reverse, not a reverse psychology thing, but it's like I end up wanting to read one of my own books instead of one of the books I got from the library. And then when I'm reading one of my own books, I want to read a library. It's just, yeah, it's an endless cycle of, I don't know. It's just, it's bad. So yeah, I'm gonna stop getting library books for a while and just focus on the books that I own, which is good because it will put a giant dent, hopefully, not a giant dent, but it will put a significant dent, hopefully, in my TBR pile of books that I own. And yeah, I don't like the deadline thing. I find when I get a book from the library, there have been several times where I have ended up renewing it until I can no longer renew it, and then reading it in like the last 3 days that I have it, or not reading it at all. Like, I have definitely done that with Brideshead Revisited, and I'm probably going to do that with 1 or 2 other books that I currently have right now, because I just don't feel like reading them. Like I did at the time I checked them out, but now I'm like, not really. And that's terrible, because I'm keeping other people from reading these books. Like, it's like I'm hoarding them, but not wanting to read them, and that's terrible. So yeah, I'm gonna return the ones that I've decided not to read, and just not check out any more library books for a while, which I think is a good idea. And then also getting rid of the TBR. So I just wanted to, I know that this video kind of seems like I'm rambling, but I just wanted to make this video because I want to know what you guys think. I want to know if checking out books from the library makes you guys feel, because I know not everybody on Booktube checks out books from the library. I know several people don't really like to do that, and others do it because, like me, they do not have a whole lot of money, but they still want to read the books, so they get them from the library. But I want to know if you guys feel that kind of pressure, where if you have this 3-week time period, it makes you feel pressured enough that then you don't even want to read the book. And I also want to know if TBRs make you guys feel the same way. That you make a TBR pile and then you're like, well, I don't necessarily feel like reading that book right now, and stuff like that. So, yes, please let me know. Yeah, that was kind of all I wanted to say. I know that was a long spiel of me rambling, but yes, I wanted to talk to you guys about pressure on Booktube. Otherwise, like, aside from those 2 things, I love Booktube because I love talking to you guys. I love the feedback that you guys give me. I love, like, talking to you guys about what you're reading. I love all of these fantastic booktubers who I've discovered, whose videos I watch. I feel like I love it so much because I can't talk to people in my real life about books that much. Like, I have 2 friends. What's with the 2s today? There have been two things, like, for the whole video. But anyway, I have 2 friends, maybe 3, who I can really talk about books with, and I love talking about books with them, but since it's only, like, those 2 or 3 friends, you kind of tend to not run out of things to say, but you tend to kind of get tired of talking about books with that same person. So, yeah, I love talking to you guys because, like, I can't talk to my family about books. Like, my parents read a couple books a year, but they're not really, yeah, they read, like, maybe 2 or 3 books a year, and I read, like, at least 50, I want to say. And then my brother doesn't like reading at all. So basically no one in my family really understands how excited I get about reading. Like, they get that it's my thing, but they don't understand why. Like, they don't have that same empathetic feeling. So, yeah. That's why I love Booktube, because you guys get that. It's like we're our own little collection of friends and family that talk about books, so I love that. And it's only me. It's only, like, it's my inner self that is putting pressure on myself. I don't know. That makes no sense. But anyway, yeah. So, let me know what you guys think about all of this. Yeah. Let me know if I'm crazy, but, you know, don't be like, oh my gosh, you're crazy. Just be like, no, I don't ever feel like that. You know, like, polite your craziness, not like, oh my gosh, this girl's nuts, I'm unsubscribing. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. And I'm gonna stop talking now, because it's been 11 minutes of me just... So, yeah. Bye, guys.